This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the microphones, it's Kenny. It's Jack. It's the Rock and Roll Up Podcast. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Here we are.
Hello.
I'm Jack.
I'm Kenny.
Welcome to our WWE 2019 Summerslam predictions.
Are you a robot?
Burn it down.
Burning it down. Seth Rollins, stop burning your career down.
Oh,
How
that's
about
a good
that?
bit, isn't it?
How
He's
about
burnt his
that?
career
Yeah.
down
Oh, I've
with
just
his-
got a bit on that,
With his
actually.
cheeky social media antics. You dirty devil. He's got loads of money. I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, my hero.
I don't relate to you anymore.
What a guy. Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah. R.I.P. Tyler Black.
Rip. Here we are. We're back together and we are ready.
It's SummerSlam 2019.
It's the summiest of all the slams.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's a winter slam.
Oh, don't want that. Like
That's
the Winter
cold.
Olympics. Nobody watches that. I'm all about the SummerSlam,
You're
baby.
saying that the Olympics...
Toboggan, get out of my face.
Well, what if a toboggan was going towards your
Ooh, death by
No,
toboggan.
no.
Good way to go.
I'd much rather have a javelin.
You'd
thrown
rush
up.
rather. Is that what you said? Rush Limbaugh. I rush. Here we are. Come on. SummerSlam. Are you excited?
Nope.
No, me neither. But let me just give me. I'll hit you some facts. Hit you with some facts.
Go on.
Did you know that SummerSlam is being held in Toronto, Ontario, Canada? It will
right.
be the 32nd event under the SummerSlam chronology. And it's all. Don't laugh. It's all from up here. And the second event to be held at this particular venue. The other being the 2004 event. Nearly said 24 event.
Right.
Contents hide, 1 storyline, 2 matches, 3 Ooh, just reading off Wikipedia, aren't I? You've got me. Yeah.
Shameless.
Turns out we haven't watched WWE in a long time.
We're going to do something a bit different this for this predictions video. Let's go straight into it. You might be able to guess what it is. The first match. Hit me.
Drew Gulak versus Oni Lorcan. the WWE Cruiserweight Championship on the line.
Championship.
I like Oni. I really liked him in NXT.
Yeah.
He was great.
You liked him so much that you watch him week in, week out.
Oh, can't get enough of the guy. Me and Oni. I mean, I'm watching 205 Live
Give
on
me,
repeat. Let me
Take a stab at what this story could be.
Let me just. Well, nothing on the page. It seems to be that
I'm going to go Drew Gulak for this reason.
Go on. Okay. Well, I'm also going to go Drew Gulak.
Didn't he just win the belt
Yeah.
from from
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy?
From Tony Nese at Mother Brown.
Yeah.
I think that Drew is a very good technical wrestler. He's very gifted, as is his brother.
He's great.
Oni's great. He was great in NXT, always breaking people's noses with his devastating uppercuts.
Love
Maybe
it.
he's actually quite dangerous.
Love it.
Good to see him getting a platform. Although NXT is probably a better platform.
Yeah.
It's going to be super stiff. That's my prediction. It's going to be super stiff.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good, and they're going to do a little bit of high flying, but it's mainly going to be ground and pound, which is going to be different for a 205 Live match. It's going to be on the pre-show.
It's going to be on the pre-show, and it will be the same situation that we say every pre-show, which is, that was bloody good. I'm going to watch 205 next week, and then, no.
No, baby.
Do not.
Did you see they had a group photo, the 205 Live roster, with new shirts?
Really?
Yeah, that was...
yeah.
That's about all they've got. Is shirts. They've got more shirts than viewers.
Yeah, there is that.
But there we are. Ground and pound. I think Drew Gulak to retain.
I think so. I don't know, if I'm honest.
I don't know. But here we go. We are running through this card in the order that it could be, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Basically, Wikipedia is the saviour here.
Yeah.
We're going to go for a big one next, because I have a feeling they might do it quite early. Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair.
I mean, this
satisfaction all around.
This does have
sort of dream match.
Yeah, pretty much. How do you feel about Trish?
Trish
That pretty much sums up how I felt about Trish when I was younger. I would fumble my words and then fundle.
I don't remember that much of Trish.
Fondle.
Fumble and fondle. What I remember of her, she used to sometimes wear a cowboy hat. I remember that.
Yeah, she did.
I remember her being in a storyline where she had to kiss Vince, didn't she?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think, yeah.
I don't remember that much of her.
No.
I remember her being quite good.
Yeah.
And seeing her work over the last couple of years, still relatively good.
Pretty good. Great shape. Amazing.
Kind of holds herself
Unreal.
well with the kind of the women's evolution.
Yeah.
I'll just run you through some of the story
That you know off.
that I know.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair voiced her displeasure that she was not scheduled to compete at SummerSlam. She was there to prove she was the greatest female superstar of all time. That's what she wanted to do.
Okay.
Egging on the legends.
Yeah. I mean, infinitely better wrestler than Trish, but okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trish comes out. Was a guest. Jerry Lawler was dragged up for some reason. They had one of those.
They wheeled him
out. Flair challenged her to a match.
So it was Flair challenged.
Flair challenged.
It's Flair proving her legacy.
I'm the best.
More than Trish coming back
More
and going,
than Trish,
I'm better than you.
I mean, Charlotte's going to win. Charlotte Flair.
Yeah,
Charlotte
I'm
Flair.
100% going for Charlotte.
Trish has come back to put over. Not that Charlotte really needs putting over. She's like a 6 or 7 time champion.
Pretty much the
strongest booked woman.
Wrestler. Her and Brock Lesnar. I mean, she does lose more, but you know,
she went for a period of losing, but she's very well protected.
She is.
So
for a reason.
Should be good. Look forward to this
It'll
one.
Be good. It'll be good.
Hopefully Trish can keep up.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one. Should be good. Now, before we go any further,
go on.
Let me tell you about our recommended podcast of the week. That's right. Retro Late Fee.
Retro.
What do you know about Retro Late Fee?
Well, I would like you to tell me and our listeners about them in this short segment.
Look, you know the date today. Well, for us, it's 25 years before that. We cover pop culture news as if we're living in the past. Retro Late Fee, all the latest from 25 years ago. Let's hear that jingle.
Retro Late Fee.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Carol.
And we're the hosts of Retro Late Fee. We are stuck in 1994.
And we can't get out.
We're watching all the movies and TV shows that you probably remember, I guess. Somehow we're speaking to you through some kind of time portal.
Right.
Join us every week for great movies and TV shows from 25 years ago.
It's fun, I swear.
What a great segment. What a great promo. Retro Late Fee. Love those guys. Just did an episode on the Goonies, which I haven't seen.
But, you haven't seen the Goonies?
No, but one day I hope to.
It was really good. And, you know, talking of things that haven't been good for 25 years, let's talk about Goldberg.
Sound the klaxon. Goldberg, Dolph Ziggler.
Talking of things that haven't been good for 10 years, let's talk about Dolph Ziggler.
Well, I don't know why we...
It's a strange,
Goldberg,
it's
isn't
a
it?
strange one, isn't it?
Now, of course, because I know all the stories, let me just briefly refresh your mind here. So Shawn Michaels comes out, he's on Miz TV, Dolph interrupts, insults Michaels, the Miz gets involved, Ziggler leaves, Michael pulls him back, Ziggler attacks Shawn Michaels, everybody's attacking each other, nobody cares, Ziggler super kicks Michaels.
From what
Is he setting up for a Michaels
from what I
Ziggler
understood,
match?
This was Michael Ziggler, Goldberg, Taker, and this whole because you know we watch the news and watch other content creators talk about WWE. We just can't bring ourselves to watch it. Ourselves.
Yeah, we don't. Even the thought of that's making me choke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So from what I understood, that was the plan, and now maybe that's been pushed back to Survivor Series.
Everyone's attacking each other.
Goldberg Taker is happening, from what I understand.
That's terrible. So, the Miz is involved. Then it's meant to be Miz Ziggler. And we're like, they had a series of good matches like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Then there was a contract signing. It was meant to be Michael Ziggler. Everyone was super excited because some people think Dolph's the new Michaels. He's not. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. You're going to need to watch NXT for that. A man called Adam Cole,
baby. Legally, that's his name. Goldberg comes in, decides that he's facing Ziggler because apparently he books things. And that is that.
Okay.
So, who cares? Goldberg has clearly been booked to work against a strong worker to redeem himself for one of the worst matches I have ever seen.
one of the
him
worst
versus
matches
Taker, which was an embarrassment for both men.
all of us have ever seen, I think.
Obviously, he's going to win.
Well, I've heard the rumour being that Taker's going to screw Goldberg, but Taker beat Goldberg anyway, right, in that terrible match?
He did, yeah.
So why would he need to screw him?
He's going to come out and go, "You can't wrestle." And he's going to do a pipe bomb promo from The Undertaker.
Okay. That would be... I'd like to see The Undertaker sat cross-legged.
Yeah,
at the top of the ramp.
blows a kiss to Vince McMahon.
I guess Goldberg.
Yes, of course he is.
I don't care.
No, I couldn't care less.
This might be okay. I mean, you know, I'm a fan of Ziggler. I think he's brilliant.
Well, I was, but...
I think on paper, in theory, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
More than I think.
In booking,
He's actually
not.
been brilliant for a long time.
he's a great worker.
He's a great wrestler.
He can talk, he can wrestle.
Yeah. He just needs to leave and go to AEW and revitalise his career.
Revitalise, yes, well.
Entirely.
Unfortunately, he's going to be destroyed by Goldberg here in probably under 5 minutes.
Brilliant.
Potential match of the night up next. AJ Styles versus Ricochet.
Rick
O'Shane. US Championship on the line.
Mm.
A belt that perhaps Styles shouldn't have won this early on
Yeah.
from Rick. Are they going to hot potato it? Now the club are back together. They've been renamed, haven't they?
Yeah,
like the
OC.
OC, yeah.
California.
Yeah,
That's Wrestle
the
Talk,
Orange
sorry.
County.
Yeah, they're called the Orange. Well, they do look quite orange when they come out.
That's true.
Yes, I mean,
I like that they're back together, although I would have
same.
preferred it if they'd left old Gallows and Anderson, because
yeah,
they're taking that sweet, sweet money, I would imagine. Who can blame them?
Too sweet money.
With families, why would you uproot them and things?
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of disappointed that they re-signed. But this should be good if it's given the time. The first match was good between them. I mean,
should be. I mean,
it wasn't breathtaking.
Anywhere else in any other promotion, it would be one of the matches of the year. In WWE, it will be a strong 3.75 match.
This is the thing. I mean, we've been watching the G1 Climax, the New Japan tournament. For anybody that doesn't know, if you haven't seen it, watch essentially any night. It's brilliant. Watching anything next to that is really quite a challenge because the bar is set just so high. Not the bar.
We are the bar. But talk, you know.
So this in the G1, Ricochet AJ Styles would be unreal.
Dean Ambrose, John Moxley being the proof that a person who you think could never go elsewhere, especially Japan, can go and be a megastar. I mean, Mox's matches have been...
They've all been great.
They've all been great.
Two brilliant. A
match
couple of them.
Against Ishii
was,
I think, one of the best matches I've seen all year.
Yep. I just watched his match with Naito.
Fantastic. Gave it 5 stars.
Yeah. Great work. Great work all around from him.
So, people like Ziggler, who you think, you know... It's making me wonder even about people. You know, there was that talk that Randy could go to AEW. I'm wondering.
Think he will, but I mean,
if Dean Ambrose, let's admit, Dean Ambrose,
I hated him.
Was awful at WWE.
Yeah, for essentially the whole
through
time.
his own doing.
No.
He was lazy in the ring. His moveset was boring.
Yeah.
His intensity was 0.
Yeah.
And his promos were awful.
Yeah.
No, you know, obviously,
not
to do
nonsense.
with him. But
as soon as he jumped ship.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So you take someone who you think, someone like Randy might actually do crazy stuff.
Maybe. Well, he's always a good worker.
And Ziggler, I think, would do great.
That's the thing. The thing is, we've seen a Ricochet on the Indies before a WWE, and although he's done some cool stuff, you know, against Velveteen and things, was quite highlights.
Yeah. Brilliant. For WWE, he's done
good stuff, but his best work in here is a star or two away from his best work outside of here. So if that's anything to go by,
AJ as well.
Yeah, I think AJ's been a real letdown the last 12 months.
It's been awful.
I think this match will be good. I don't think they're going to be allowed to do what they want to do.
No.
I think because of the faction, AJ will retain.
Yeah, I think AJ to retain.
I think they've got the tag belts as well, haven't they?
Do,
so, I mean, no tag matches on this card at all.
Oh.
At all. Yeah,
okay.
we can talk about that, but...
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, they're all matches are singles matches. Every single match. For the first time in... I don't know the history behind this. If anybody knows, let me know. The first time in a very long time.
No three-ways, no...
Nope. Every match is a singles match.
Okay. There will definitely. I mean,
Tag on the pre-show.
they always. Oh, there's a match out of nowhere. I would think the tag belts will go on the pre-show.
Yeah, don't know.
We'll see.
But yes, I reckon AJ to retain.
Yeah.
Moving
AJ.
on, a match that I'm quite interested in due to the character work. Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean,
Our boy Finn, who's just came out and said, I don't do any cardio.
Well,
I mean,
fuck off.
die in a hole. Versus Bray, who has a mask
The
and is doing some
Fiend.
great character work.
Bray
And he's
Wyatt.
attacking some legends and things, so he's doing quite well.
Yeah. Bray
Excited.
Wyatt, current MVP of WWE in 2019.
Has he done enough to warrant that? I mean,
He's
he's the most
Firefly-
exciting
Firefly
character.
Funhouse
Yeah.
made Raw watchable through its darkest period possibly ever.
Imagine Seth Rollins' theme. He went dilla 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 dilla, yowie wowie. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't
I
it?
want that, and then Bray comes out to attack him for the belt.
Oh.
Maybe if he beats Lesnar,
That is great.
something like that.
Fantasy booking right
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna. Yeah, no, I think as of we're not halfway through the year. We're a little over 8th month of the year with Survivor Series to go. I'm not seeing many things that, the lull of Survivor Series is pretty hard, and then
Yeah.
the build to Royal Rumble. But I'm going to go out there and say Bray Wyatt is the MVP of this year.
Yeah, he's doing good work. I mean, these guys have, faced off a number of times, and it's always been
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I mean, I think Bray's going to win. I think he needs to win for his character. I feel bad for Balor, but
Yeah.
Balor's
Bray
perpetually
has to win.
doggy paddling his way through the company. He
Yeah.
wins a belt, he loses a belt. He's having a match, he's not having a match. He's
Yeah.
booked in, whatever.
Do we know if this is the demon or not? I don't think it is.
From what I've seen, it's not. No.
Ridiculous.
No, but I don't know. They
But
tried that
then
before, didn't they?
The
with
demon has to lose.
Sister Abigail.
Bale. Bray.
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale. Bray has to win.
Yeah, he's going to win.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to go very long. I think this is a palate cleanser of sorts.
Yeah, okay.
Would you know it? Would you know it? Shane McMahon has a bloody match on this card.
Surely
Can
not.
you believe it?
Can you believe
The best in the world.
Oh, my God.
If Owens loses, Kenny Beveridge, he will quit the www.wwe.com. He's going to quit the company.
Please, Kevin Owens lose, and please leave WWE.
That's right.
That's my. If you were to fantasy book this segment, it's that Owens loses and legitimately
Goes
gets
to
released to his
AEW.
contract and goes to AEW.
Or joins Undisputed Era in NXT.
Oh God.
So these guys have scrapped before. They don't like each other. He's been doing these pipe bombs, hasn't he? These pipe bombs apparently with some freedom, if not almost entirely not unscripted, which is, I don't believe at all, unheard
But
of.
from anyone who's seen the Kevin Owens documentary on the network, his promo work was so refined even before he joined the company.
He's the boss, second to none. One of the best promos in the
and
business.
then, through NXT was developed so more. So
he's amazing.
He's one of the best talkers in the world, I think.
So he kept saying Shane McMahon has too much TV time, sort of trying to be the voice of reason, slagging off the kind of the McMahons. Shane kept trying to ban him from SmackDown because I guess there were no authority figures, right? Owens would shut up, attack Shane, bish bash bosh. And then I think it was at the Raw reunion, Owens challenged Shane and said, I can't lose to you. If I do, I'll quit. So there we are.
This whole swerve of he can't possibly win this one. Oh wait, his shoulder was the Miz, and then the Miz rematch that he then randomly won through luck. It has to end here, right? Owens is beating.
I just don't know what the payoff is because I keep thinking the payoff is Shane losing, and he just keeps winning. Or if he loses, the storyline doesn't end.
I think
I don't know
that from things that are again have been reported that the new management, Bischoff and Heyman, have come in and decided that there's too much of Shane on TV. I think Owens wins clean and Shane is banished and we don't see him for a while.
Does Shane have a mate like a Drew McIntyre or someone come out, or is it just going to be a Shane Owens?
I think it's a Shane Owens.
No
match.
mucking about. Okay.
Yeah, and I think he loses, and I think I
Yes, I agree.
guess we'll see him on Raw, but I think this is the winding down of the of Shane.
Owens to win, mate. He's got to win. At this
I think
point.
this
It's
is
just getting
probably.
silly now.
I'm hoping this is Shane's last feud until WrestleMania next year.
I don't need to see the guy on the card for some time.
No,
Just
Definitely
I'm
not.
done.
Definitely
I've
not.
never. He's been on every pay-per-view for quite a
Yeah.
long time.
the shame of it is
the shame of it.
the shame of it is that this run has actually been sort of part fantastic and part awful. He's just been overused. Like, he can't be on every show like
No.
4 times.
No.
But the whole best in the world gimmick has actually been really good.
Oh, it's been good, but end it at Mania. Miz beat him.
Yeah,
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Miz should beat him, and he's gone. Then
Yeah.
he's humbled.
yeah,
But instead, it's nah.
yeah.
Keep
To
on TV,
to
mate.
keep running it, and it's lost its appeal now.
Well, it's typical WWE. We'll take something great and run it into the ground,
Yeah,
and we'll squeeze the all the juice out of the lemon.
the Juice Robinson.
Yeah, he's there, and
Squeeze the Juice Robinson out
yeah,
of
Robinson shoot fruit juice. Robinson
shoot juice.
shoot juice. Yeah, so Owens to win, I think, on this one.
Owens.
Interesting one up next. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
Interesting.
We never liked Orton. He was a nobula.
We
he
haven't
was
liked Orton
He
for
was a
years.
nasty boy.
Since Legend
he
Killer.
was boring.
Those early days quite cool. For many, many years now, just awful. But then I think this happened.
Go on.
It was the Jeff Hardy feud,
And
and suddenly you were like,
Woke him up, didn't it?
"Oh, this is interesting."
it seemed to be, if he's interested, we're interested.
Yeah,
And he didn't look like he was interested for a long time.
no, for a long time.
And this is a callback to a story 10, 11, 12 years in the making.
yeah,
When they had their little feud, and there were some issues in the match,
yeah.
and Orton wasn't very happy, as there's a little strop, as he's wont to do.
Surely.
And
Randy Orton.
yeah, apparently
throwing
sometimes he gets in the mood.
Sometimes.
Not my words.
But the words of Top Gear magazine. Anyone who gets that reference, we love you.
Exactly. Car KO. There we are.
Okay, all right.
All right, mate.
Leave
All
it
right, mate.
out. Leave it out.
So this is a callback to this feud. After that, of course, Kofi was buried for some time, but there's some kind of payoff to a
Yeah.
storyline. Apparently, is going to happen in this match,
Okay.
which is exciting.
It is.
Is Randy Orton the person to beat Kofi Kingston and take away what's turning out to be a very lengthy title reign?
Yes.
You think Randy's going to win?
Yes, I do. Wow. I think Randy Orton will be
Dirty or clean?
I think it will be clean, but I think it will be brutal.
Oh wow!
I think that Randy will, they'll do maybe a psychology where Randy is trying and this and that.
Yeah.
I think that Kofi will kick out of the RKO, and I think Randy will go mental, and I think he'll just keep sort of hitting him and possibly see a PK or some sort of. I'd like to see Randy have a run with the title, but only if he's a mega brutal heel.
Yeah, twisting people's ears,
I want to see
wet
him
willies.
Just
Chinese burns.
absolute Chinese burns. I want to see him, just brutalize people.
Yeah.
I think it's the only time before recently that he's been engaging in his career.
As if he's a real.
As if he's that
nasty guy.
super.
Yeah.
Not one of these slimy heels. One of these brutal,
Yeah.
aggressive, overly.
Chucking everyone about.
Yeah.
Well,
What do
I
you-
think
what
it
do you
should
think?
be good. Yeah. Is Randy going to win? I mean,
Is it cheap to have Kofi lose to an older guy?
this is tough. I don't know. Because I think it was Kofi that challenged Randy, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Instead, Orton kept him out of the main event scene. Yeah, I think it was Kofi that challenged him. So for Kofi to challenge and lose, Kofi's done well, but to be honest, he's cooling a little bit now. He's still good,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like, He's sort of a man that chucks pancakes about.
It's basically, for me, it's...
I don't know, you know, you might
if
have changed my
you're
mind.
never going to split up the New Day...
Never going to split up?
If you are going to split up the New Day, obviously it should be that costs Kofi. Whenever you do it, if the plan is to have Big E or Xavier turn and cost him, he should hold the title for a year and lose it at WrestleMania, in my opinion.
That's good.
If the New Day are never going to break up, which I think is the
Never
most
gonna break up?
likely,
It's a song
then
there.
tell me who would be your pick to beat Kofi.
Beat Kofi.
Who beats Kofi for the belt? If it isn't Xavier or Big E.
Oh, I don't know. Owens? I don't know.
Yeah. That's who I'm thinking is
Gosh,
Owens
because
or...
because Randy's got a lot of options.
I'm thinking Owens or Bray. But does that
Bray.
work better if it's Randy?
I don't know who's on what brand anymore. Brandy.
No one's on a brand anymore.
Oh,
The brand split died.
But will Bischoff or whoever's in charge of Smackers go into this new era with Randy Orton as champion?
Well, he's a safe hand.
I'm going to go with the Kofi retain. I'm going to go with the
Okay.
Kofi retain.
All right.
And I think they're going to drag it out to one more. And it will be like a New Day versus Randy and his team or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Kofi retain. Although,
All right.
to be honest, I wouldn't be... I'd be... do I want Randy? No, I'd be okay with Randy winning.
I would.
Only if he holds it for, you know... He doesn't overdo it. As long as he doesn't overdo it.
He could be a transitional champion and win dirty to protect Kofi. What I don't want to see with Kofi, this would be the nightmare situation, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is to just have Kofi win the belt and then just disappear from the main event. What would be the point?
The trouble is this... Well, yeah, I don't know. There was all that discussion of whether he's worth, you know, if he is a main eventer or if he isn't. But once he doesn't have the belt, can he maintain that? I just don't know. I would say no.
What about this? Does Kofi Kingston ever win the belt again after he loses it this
Never.
time?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
See, I hate that.
But then it's not...
Because
how
there's-
many two-time champions
There's
are there?
people like... There are other people in the company that you can tell are going to be two or more time champions.
Jinder Mahal.
Well, exactly. This the situation I
Jinder
want to
Mahal.
avoid. Yeah.
No, he's
You
a
know.
multi-time champion.
Yeah.
He'll be 5 or 6-time champion. Jinder Mahal is going to beat Kofi Kingston.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that great stat that Jinder Mahal drew more on house shows than Seth Rollins does.
Wow.
Although there was some things to say, oh no, that's not exactly why. But
Yeah.
you know, all I'm saying is
Seth Rollins is a
Indian
prick.
Canadian,
What?
Canadian Indian.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all
That's
I'm
all
saying.
I'm saying.
Seth Rollins prick. What? I'm going to say Kofi retains.
All
I'm going
right.
to say Kofi retains. But you all right?
I'm looking forward to this match.
You've thrown something in there, and so am I.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm also looking forward to is Bayley versus Ember Moon
Yeah.
for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Love both.
Ember, great wrestler, does not get the time of day that she should.
No,
Apparently,
she's
Vince
so good.
doesn't like her. I wonder why.
What on earth are you insinuating? Ember Moon's fantastic.
I think she's one of the best women's wrestlers there.
Yeah.
One of the best wrestlers there, period.
Oh yeah, not
Period.
women's anymore. Don't do that.
Unfortunately, I don't think she's winning that.
No,
I think
Bayley all day.
Bayley's going to win. I mean,
Bayley.
I'm
And
gonna put something. I'll lay something at your door.
don't tell me you don't like Bayley.
I'm gonna lay something at your wacky inflatable tube man door.
The wacky inflatable tube man shop door.
That's right. Available at all good retailers.
Ding 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 ding. How can I help you, sir?
Yeah. Bayley has been a disappointment since she came up to the main roster, essentially, but specifically over the last year and a bit. Match-wise, I know. Forget the storylines. Storylines have been nonsense. Does she like Sasha? Does she not like Sasha?
Yeah.
She's a bit heely. She's not. She's annoyed.
Yeah.
Whatever. Still popular. Suddenly she's got the belt. Oh, they're pushing her again.
Yeah.
Her match quality has been lacking severely for some time. I don't know whether that she doesn't get enough.
Yeah.
I think she's on a lot of house shows. I don't know if she doesn't get enough, or she's facing people that aren't up to her standard.
Yeah.
What's the last great Bayley match you saw? When's the last WWE match you saw?
That's
But
a
you know
better
what I mean.
question.
It's
Um,
this should be a really good match.
I think
if this was in
yeah.
NXT, this is like main event level.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's going to be like an 8-minute.
Yeah.
She's probably going to fall over.
I don't know. Since
I
her
really
title
hope
run,
it's good.
I thought it had been better, but I'll be honest, I don't watch the product, so I can't really comment.
Her match quality has been lacking for me. So I don't know. I think she's going to retain. I think this is going to be good, but I want them to get time, and I want them to wow me.
Yeah. I want the Bailey Sasha feud.
She's dyed her hair, hasn't she?
I
Sort
want
of
it.
blondie, old Sash.
I want it.
Sasha
That's
away.
what I want. I want a
Yeah.
WrestleMania Sasha Bailey Storm
Submissions match.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
60-minute Iron
spider.
Woman.
Let's just stop you there. There's a spider that's making its way
Where?
through the air. It's there in the air, coming from your laptop to the microphone stand. Little money spider. If only he gave me some money this very
Hello,
second.
little fella.
Look at him. He's a little tiny boy.
Yeah.
Little spid man.
He is.
Little amazing Spider-Man. Oh, he's blowing a little bit in the wind. 'Cause
Yeah,
we've got quite a powerful through breeze here at the moment.
Talking of Tyler Through Breeze.
Tyler through breeze.
Wish
He's
was
not on the card.
Yeah.
They're in the NXT now, aren't they? Breezango.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Dango looking great.
Yeah,
And
always.
If anyone hasn't heard, go back and listen to Nigel McGuinness say Fandango. It's quite something. Believe me. Just watch the spider, probably. Just watch the
probably.
spider. Not my spider. You brought that all the way from Nottinghamshire.
Yeah.
It's a dirty
Probably,
forest
probably
spider.
has a knife.
It probably does, or a gun. So
Go on.
Bailey to retain.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be I think if they get time, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Becky Lynch versus Natalya.
It's going to be shit.
Let me lay something else at your door. Becky Lynch.
Don't.
Back at the beginning of this
Don't say
whole push for Becky Lynch, I was sceptical.
Yeah, you were, yeah.
I didn't really like her matches.
No.
I didn't really like her face.
No.
Didn't really like her promos.
No.
She won me over.
Yeah.
She's stone cold. No, she's not. But she's good. It's
Yeah.
good that she's getting elevated to this level. She's a main eventer. Whoa, that is big business.
Mm.
Is it because it looks good PR-wise?
She's a massive draw.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, it does seem like she's
Okay,
a massive
she's
draw.
an actual draw. Okay, exciting.
Yeah.
Matches, good. Matches with Charlotte, good.
Yeah.
Not amazing, but good. Maybe even great.
Yeah.
Man, she's boring me to death now.
Yes, indeed.
The promos are corny. Again, the matches, it might be who she's working with
Yeah.
Lacey, etc.
Oh, it was bad.
They're clunky,
It was
they're
bad.
messy. And now they've put her in the ring with Natalya, who's
Who-
apparently one of the strongest women's wrestlers in the world.
Oh, she's-
Am I mental?
Well, I think that Becky Lynch is probably very unhappy with what's been happening. The Seth Rollins relationship angle was sickening.
That's killed her,
Um,
holding hands with him under the rainbow.
Oh,
It's just like, just come
It's
off
so
it.
hot. Oh, just why?
Just let her stand on her own 2 feet. It's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
It's been her whole gimmick has been undermined.
She's the man. She don't need no man. Wait, yes she does. Let's put it in everything.
It's ridiculous.
People have boyfriends and girlfriends. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Oh, it was sickening. And they've kind of dropped it. And apparently she's super relieved about that.
Yeah.
But again, separate to the story, her in-ring work has just been fine.
It's been fine, but I do think that this match will be awful, and it will. But Natalya's so bad. She's so bad.
That woman, that lady,
Yeah.
can we say that? Was trained in the Heart Dungeon. She was trained amongst some of the most gifted wrestlers that our Lord
woman
and Saviour
was
Jesus
trained
Christ has ever
In the
produced.
Heart Kitchen.
I know what you're thinking. We're having a go at the women's matches.
No, but wait till we get on to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just how many times we have to say there's obvious strengths and weaknesses in the divisions.
Yeah.
Women have not been given the time lately. They're not given the house show time. They're not given the TV time. They're not giving the training time. It's a fact.
Yeah.
There's some amazing wrestlers out there.
Yeah.
I really, really love the work that AEW are doing with their women's division.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not setting that against WWE. There's other
Yeah.
places that are doing it as well. Impact are making people look brilliant.
Yeah.
Intergender
And
matches,
have done. I mean,
etc.,
the Knockouts division really was the women's
It
revolution.
was brilliant.
And then WWE saw money
Yeah, cotton
You know,
long.
whilst WWE was still having farcical, degrading matches,
Yeah.
TNA were putting on the best women's wrestling in the world.
Just look at the main events over there, Sammy and Tessa and things. There's some
Yeah.
great stuff happening.
And now
for
is
women's
what,
wrestling.
back then it was that with
and then it was great.
with
Yeah,
people like Velvet Sky and
Yeah,
Gail Kim,
Gail
who was
Kim was
amazing.
brilliant,
But now again, it's going through another renaissance over there, and it's fantastic. AEW, like you said, is brilliant.
There's some really, of course, Stardom and everything. There's some amazing female talent out there. That
And
are
interestingly,
brilliant.
Glow season 3 has just come out on Netflix.
It is. I've still not really seen hardly any of it, and I
Yeah.
need to see all of Glow because it looks great.
I've seen the first 2 seasons. Looking forward to watching the third.
So
I think Awesome Kong.
she is, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah.
But yeah,
Look, it's not a thing about just the women. It's just not going to be good. Natalia botches all the time. Becky's a bit clunky. Everybody's timing's off. I just want it to be good.
Yeah.
I feel like the ship has sailed with Becky. Can she kind of redeem it? I mean, not in this match, no.
I think that it's been very unfair on Becky that she has had weak feud after week feud.
Oh, it's not. her
Since
booking has not
WrestleMania,
helped. Yeah.
she has not had a marquee feud.
No,
I don't think she
Mark
was
Henry feud.
Fucking, she was messing around with Lacey for too long.
Who's now gone?
Yeah.
No idea where Lacey
This is what I hate.
She could be
you know,
dead.
It's like the Jinder Mahal we were talking about. We don't want Kofi to fall down the card. Lacey headlining pay-per-views,
Yeah.
and now what is nothing. It devalues the belt.
It devalues the belt. She's been the victim of bad booking again.
Yeah.
She has, as has Bayley,
I
etc.
think
But I don't think
it
the
can-
matches have been of quality.
I think it
or
can
the
be
promos.
saved.
Okay.
I
Do
do.
you think it'll be saved in this match?
Definitely not.
Do we think some kind of Sasha, Becky? I mean,
I
Becky
guess.
who? Becky versus
don't
who?
know.
There's not enough women.
I don't know. There's not enough.
Where are they?
The brilliant female wrestlers in WWE are Charlotte, Becky. Like, let's say
Ember's very good.
could have brilliant.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, Bayley,
Yeah.
Ember.
Fantasy booking. I've had an idea.
Yeah.
Becky.
Yeah.
I can beat anyone with my disarmer. Shayna Baszler
That's-
walks
yeah.
out from
And
NXT.
I was about, Shayna
Submissions match.
would be
Submissions match.
Would be
Or
great.
Survivor Series, Horsewomen versus the MMA Horsewomen.
I just don't-
It books itself.
I just don't
They're
think it's
never
ever gonna
going to
happen.
do
I don't
it,
think they're
but
gonna
it
do
books
it.
itself.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Suddenly everybody looks cool. Everybody gets the rub.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah, I do want to see Shayna come up to the main roster, and Shayna Becky would be a great match.
Nah, you want Natalia. You want Natalia to win. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Surely it's a Becky retention.
Without
She's
doubt.
retaining.
Without
Becky Lynch is retaining.
Yeah.
And what we believe to be the main event time. BROC.
It's Big Bucks Rollins.
Big Bucks Rollins versus No Fucks Lesnar. Bleep that out.
Yeah.
For the WWE Universal title, baby. The best belt there's ever been.
Yeah.
It's bright red, so you know it's dangerous because it's red. Oh,
Dangerous.
red means danger. Don't cross the road.
This match has got a danger of making me
Boring
turn
me
off
to death.
The pay-per-view.
Let me just refresh you with the story.
Go on.
At WrestleMania 35, Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar to win the Universal Championship. Lesnar disappeared from television. Not like him to do that.
In a fairly good match.
It was good. He disappeared. He comes back. Money in the Bank. He wins by inserting himself. Not inserting something into himself. Inserting himself into the match.
Now he's not.
He's got to pull his head out
Now
first.
he's not going back to UFC. Probably inserting certain things into his body again.
Ah,
Woohoo, I can take steroids again.
Shooting from the hips. Please don't
Shooting in the hip.
Very good. Lesnar cashes in the contract, won the title back at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
How extreme, man.
Yeah.
Then Rollins, instead of starting a new feud, Rollins just wins a Battle Royal, earns the rematch,
Yeah. No automatic rematches,
except...
but he just wins a battle royal instead now.
Yeah, who cares? Why not just give him the match? Then he's just been continually getting beaten up by Brock Lesnar, whilst simultaneously coming across as a horse's backside on social media. We won't go through all of it.
Yeah.
He's been having a pop at indie wrestlers, Ospreay. I've got a big bank account than you.
Yeah.
He's been having a go at the fans. He's been having a pop at Ambrose, saying you're taking food off my table by going to AEW.
It's ridiculous.
We can't recap all of it. I'm sure everybody knows. If you don't know, just Google. There's some great. Everybody's written about it. Meltzer, etc., etc. Seth Rollins is coming across like an entitled twat.
Yeah.
And he is the face of the company, supposedly. He's not drawing. Attendance figures are low. Viewership is low. His matches are good. He's a good worker.
Yeah.
He's always been a good worker.
Good,
in the pod a few weeks ago, I said, I don't think he's as good as everybody says he is. I will still stick by that.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad wrestler, and he's not a bad talker. But man, oh man, he cannot conduct himself well over social media.
I think that the build to this match has been really strange because he's been a dick on social media for a while now, probably 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit longer.
Yeah. Then he apologised.
Yeah.
And then he did it
And
again.
he's just carrying on. He's turning into Kanye West.
Yeah, right.
He's and then the build for this has been basically him getting his ass whooped all the time.
Whoopie whooped.
So my worry is that
But he's the underdog, man. This is how wrestling works.
my worry is that he wins.
Oh, already. Who cares? How and in what way does that elevate him or the belt?
Why would if the Brock has to win, right?
Brock is not coming back to lose
No.
to Rollins.
No.
Why bother?
Yeah, why do it?
I mean, long-term wise, I've no idea where this is going. I
No.
mean, some people are saying it's going to be Reigns Brock again. I've no idea where this is going.
Back here with Brock as champion.
How many
And I
years
can't
have we seen
believe-
Seth and Brock?
I can't believe that there is very few instances over the whole of Brock's return where he's been the champion where I want him to win.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause I do not want to see Seth Rollins back with the belt.
We've talked about Brock enough. Like, we don't think he... I think he does devalue the belt. I think he's a big name and he does draw because it's just he has this aura about him. But I just don't need to see the guy anymore.
If he wins, it screams to me a retcon.
Yeah.
That they decided Seth was the guy
Yeah.
and have now decided he's not the guy.
Well, evidently he can't hack the pressure. The guy's
Yeah.
crumbling. He's just put his foot in his mouth
Yeah.
more than
Do you
a cow
think
with
this
foot
is
and mouth.
a reaction from the bookers?
Yes, I think that they're trying to get numbers in with Brock because Seth doesn't pull in numbers.
Of course, yeah.
And I think that that he failed. He could not hack the pressure. Yes, he's been champ before, granted, but
Yeah.
I think that there's just whatever the mentality backstage. Is it because his relationship, which I'm still not entirely convinced, is it entirely real? That's Jack's conspiracy for the day, but they've got no chemistry that I've seen and that nobody else has seen, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's because they feel awkward.
I think it's just they desperately don't want to do it.
I think it's that, and I think that because they're such a fresh couple and have been pushed into this situation where everybody's looking at them like they're Rose and Jack from the Titanic, when it's like
Kenny and Jack.
you know, well,
Do you mean Kenny and Jack?
WWE is a sinking ship.
Oh,
Kenny and Jack.
Yeah.
There's room on the raft for you as well, mate.
Thanks.
Get on the panel. Get on
Cool.
the plank. I just think that their relationship has been pushed to the forefront when they had only just got into the relationship. So it's like, this is a very strange thing. What do we do? Rubbish. Don't like either of them. See you later.
Yeah.
Leave.
Rollins.
I mean, Brock's going to win. Brock's going to win.
It has to be, really.
Brock's going to win.
I don't understand why you would make him win Money in the Bank and make him win just to then lose again. What would be the point?
Fantasy booking. Moving forward.
Fantasy
Because Seth
booking.
ain't involved in my fantasy booking.
I mean, what?
Brock retains.
Fantasy
Who-
booking.
Now what?
Okay.
Who's taking that belt off Brock?
Here's your fantasy
It
booking.
ain't wet wipe Rollins.
Okay, the fantasy booking for this is Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar put on a barnstormer, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Seth
That really is a fantasy.
Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, is a complete squash. Brock Lesnar destroys him.
Akin to the Cena match, similar to the Cena match.
Essentially, it goes on and on with him being beaten up and destroyed and destroyed and destroyed.
Please bust him open halfway.
He busts him open. Roman Reigns' music hits. He runs down to the ring.
Oh.
He gets a chair,
Okay.
and then he turns and hits Seth with a headshot.
Oh, Joker.
Roman Reigns turns heel. He hits Seth with a headshot on Raw.
Okay.
The Monday, the night after. Reigns beats Rollins in a career versus career match.
The night after.
He goes
with no build.
I want me and you. No, loser leaves the company.
Okay.
Which writes Seth off TV until WrestleMania or something like that. And then Roman, heel Roman, goes into a feud with Brock Lesnar and destroys him and becomes a heel champion for a year.
Oh my lord. Then who defeats heel Reigns?
A babyface Finn Balor.
Okay. Well, you've heard it here first, folks. Couldn't have booked it better myself.
I want them to subvert Roman Reigns' face appeal
Yeah.
and turn him into
Just a brutal heel.
a brutal heel. I've always wanted to see Reigns as a heel. Reigns was a heel.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
In my opinion, Reigns cut one of the best heel promos of all time.
yeah, he does. He does cut a good heel promo
When-
where he doesn't have to say anything.
After he beat Undertaker, I think it was one of the best heel promos of all
Yeah.
time. This
Yeah.
is my yard now. That's all he needed to say.
Yeah, it was very well done.
His reaction to the whole event, I just don't know how he didn't turn him heel there. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, you know what Vince is like. Crazy old man.
If they turned him there, it wouldn't have been go away heat.
No.
It wouldn't have been X-Pac heat.
No.
It would have turned into heel heat
Yeah.
very
would have done.
quickly
Yeah.
because it was so good. It was perfect. And I still desperately want to see Reigns as a heel. I think he'll be brilliant.
Yeah. I think so. I mean,
Limited
It's never
moveset
gonna
for a
happen,
heel
but-
works perfectly as well.
yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
so-
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have many moves, does he? I think he'd probably have to get rid of the Superman punch
Thank
and
God.
do something different to that.
Yeah.
That's a bit more heely, like
Yeah.
I don't know, closed fist
Spear
or
works, but as a
elbow
heel-
or something. Yeah, not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure what he could do.
Yeah.
Another finisher, I think, would be good.
Yeah.
So
So that's mine.
God, I don't know.
I'm just thinking that.
Brock wouldn't be in
Yeah.
it. I mean, I guess
Okay, so who wins tonight in your fantasy booking?
Brock.
Okay, book it from tomorrow night, from Monday night. Who's he going to a feud with?
Brock wins tonight. His music plays. He beats Seth in a 15-minute back and forth, but Brock inevitably wins with the
Okay.
F5 off his stomp or whatever.
Yeah.
He wins. Everybody's happy. And then Matt Riddle's music hits,
Nice.
and he comes out, and
Yeah.
Paul Heyman low blows Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman is now Matt Riddle's advocate. He says, they go next night on Raw, Matt's a way more legitimate champion than you. He didn't have to drug up, even though he got kicked out for drugs. But I suppose it was weed, wasn't it? He didn't have to. He
a legit
he smoked
MMA.
it from the ground. He didn't inject it into himself. He's a legitimate guy. He's been calling you out for months. You haven't accepted, and I'll tell you why you haven't accepted, because you're a pussy. And Matt, you know that Matt could beat you in a legitimate fight, leading to several MMA shoot style matches where there's blood, there's submissions,
Jesus, this sounds fantastic.
and he puts over Riddle as the younger guy.
I like it.
And then I mean, Riddle ain't gonna be the Universal Champion, though, is he? All right.
I mean, I
Riddle wins and becomes the Universal Champion, and then is immediately beaten by someone else, like super transitional.
yeah.
And then he has to fight to win it back over a course of time.
Okay. The only thing that I could say that improves
He's not big enough to win that, but
that story is taking huge WWE fan and my personal favourite UFC fighter of all time, Daniel Cormier, and involving him in the story.
special guest ref, baby.
Yes.
Special
that would
guest
be amazing.
ref.
Because obviously the story of him and Lesnar,
Yeah.
the fight that never materialised, in fact. In other news, Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier rematches next weekend. The match that should have been Lesnar-Cormier.
Interesting.
I'd love Cormier to be involved in WWE with Brock sometime before Brock
think that might-
retires.
that
I think
might
it'd be
happen.
so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Matt Riddle idea, brilliant.
I'd like that. A lot of people are still saying Lashley Brock would also be quite cool. Two big hosses going
Yeah.
at it. But I don't think he's elevated enough, old Lashley. But
No.
there we are. So that, I believe, is a 10-match card. I would push it to 12 with a pre-show.
I think so.
What's that, 4 hours?
It's going to be
4 or 5
rough.
hours?
2-hour pre-show, 4-hour show.
Yeah, that's a long time. We will be live tweeting
We will.
at Rock Roll Up Pod. Get involved. We'll be giving you live commentary and getting out the cheeky hashtags,
Of course.
some cheeky gifs. Rock
Yeah.
Roll Up Pod on Twitter. Other than that, I think we'll probably wrap up. What do you reckon? Get the old plugs out and wrap up.
It's
I'm
NXT
kind of
tonight.
excited. It's NXT tonight. We have chosen not to do a podcast for that.
Yeah.
Don't really have the time. Looking forward to the card though. Looking
Yeah.
forward to the cards.
Adam Cole, Gargano.
Should
will
be a classic
very
again.
Good. Baszler.
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Mia Yim. Not you a Yim. Is that fine?
I don't think
I guess so.
It looks a good card, if not a great one.
Yeah, one of the weaker ones. The triple threat, Roddy, Pete Dunne,
Velveteen.
Velveteen.
That will be.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it would be great.
would
It
be-
should be great.
that
But
would be
Pete
great.
beat Roderick clean last week,
Oh,
so not sure why he's still in the
Yeah.
match. But
Yeah.
it should be good. Should be good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Am I
Yeah.
as excited as other ones? No, but
no.
it should be fine. Haven't watched NXT's. Maybe not quite as good as it has been for a while, but
Yeah.
hopefully the takeovers are always great cards. So looking forward
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
and we will be live tweeting
We will be live
Takeover
tweeting that
tonight
as well.
as
Tonight at Rock Roll Up Pod.
on
Get
Twitter.
the plugs in. So, with that being said, let us know your predictions.
Yep.
We're on Facebook, Rock and Roll Up Podcast. We're on Instagram.
Rock and Roll Up Podcast.
We're also on Twitter. Would you believe it? Rock Roll Up Pod. Other than that,
You can catch our episodes on YouTube,
YouTube.
on iTunes, on Spotify, on Stitcher, and on the Big Heads Media website.
and SoundCloud sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes we put
and
them on there.
SoundCloud. And we get, there are, I think, 4 people that listen on SoundCloud.
Ah,
'cause they always like it.
legends.
So shout out to those guys.
Legends.
But yes, I think we will leave
I
it
think
there.
we'll go now.
And everyone enjoy SummerSlam. Try and enjoy SummerSlam.
yeah. Just rephrase that. Everybody try and enjoy SummerSlam. Enjoy NXT beforehand, and then the inevitable come down of SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But it's summertime. Everything's fine.
Summer.
Get the puddling pool out.
Slam.
Slam. I've been Jack.
I've been Kenny.
Burn it down.